Rhonda Raven Neuhaus. I am a disability rights attorney and advocate, which I did for over 20 years. And I am also, and this is my primary work right now, is that I have a healing practice as a channel, medical intuitive, energy work, body, mind, spirit, etc. I live in Perez de Ledon, which is 3 hours south of San Jose, 4 hours from the airport, which confounds a lot of my friends that I'm not far from an airport. Yeah. But to me, Perez is paradise. I wear 2 prosthetic legs, and I was born missing my legs, so it's all I know. And I messaged maybe half a dozen companies that do travel and tourism and adventure, and I said, I've wanted to canyon or do something like that. I've done rafting, I've done other things, but I can't get my legs wet, and I can't walk through rivers, and so could I come on your trip? And Serendipity was the only outfitter, the only organization that said, come, we want more people with disabilities. We've actually been talking about it. This is serendipity for us as well, because you could help us learn how to be more accessible and talk about access and talk about inclusion and how do we make trips accessible for our clients. They actually said, we'll gift you the tour and then you can teach us. And so it was this beautiful exchange of a day that I came out, I took the bus from San Jose, we did the kayaking, and like the whole team came on the trip, and it was like me and the Serendipity team. It was wonderful. There's always a great team here. I found whether the first, second, and third time is now, I've come every time, and I know it's not just for me, it's for every client, it's for everyone who comes through here, because I see who you all are, and you're beautiful people. You just ask questions and be curious. Honestly, that's the first thing. Everyone doesn't have to know everything. It's, you have a ramp outside your office. That's a huge step to begin with, and that you're asking these questions is a big step. So to then know what hotels are accessible, or what attractions are accessible. Like, there's so many things that I do here and in the world. I've been to 65 different countries hundreds of times with repeats. You go to so many things, and you're just conscious of how inaccessible things are when you're aware of it. People don't even realize, depending on and everyone's disability is different. Like, you could have 2 wheelchair users or 2 people with prosthetic legs, and our access needs are different. So to be able to accommodate and just ask the questions to say, okay, what do you need in a trip? I have to tell you that the global disability community is one of the most amazing communities in the world. There are, communities of people all over the world, literally, who are organized, and centers for independent living, growing in movements around the world. Where I live in Perez, it was actually the very first independent living center in Costa Rica was created in Perez. Now, I'm not sure how many, like 6, 7, 8 now in the country. There could be 50. In the U.S., there's many in each state, So it's still growing here, but it's growing. There's now actually a career path for personal care attendants in Costa Rica. And so I'm affiliated. It's called Centro Morpho, and it's a wonderful organization in Perez. Yes and no. Definitely in high tourist areas, restaurants or places that are geared for tourists, there's a lot more. Yeah. You're seeing bathrooms, you're seeing ramps, you're seeing more access. In the local communities, even in the U.S., there's a long way for us to go everywhere. I would love to see everything accessible in the entire world. I would love all people with disabilities to know that they can come to this beautiful country or do whatever it is that they would like to do in their life. I wear artificial legs, but other disabilities, I can hop into a bus or a cab. There are other disabilities that need different accommodations. I have my things that I need accommodating for. And so, but that there are resources everywhere. There are people who this is their passion everywhere in the world, and it's a vibrant, amazing community, including here in Costa Rica. So I encourage you all to connect with the organizations in Turrialba and San Jose and Perez, and get connected with what's happening here. For whoever's listening who might want to visit Costa Rica, it's an amazing place, and Serendipity wants to make it happen. So, yeah, and I'm excited to go again.